Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be recapping Nigeria's first AFCON 2025 match against Tanzania. Nigeria ended up victorious 2-1, thanks to goals in the first half by Semi Ajayi, assisted by Alex Iwobi, and the second half goal by Ademola Lookman, also assisted by Iwobi. In between, Charles M. and Mbombo equalized. So Nigeria came out. I felt they came out a little bit nervous because I can tell when Nigeria are playing with some nerves when they go to the long ball early and don't play the ball on the ground and don't try to combine through midfield. If we start with the lineups, we had Wabali in goal, Osei Samuel at right back, Ajayi and Bassi as the center backs, Zaidu Sanusi at left back, Wilfred Ndidi captained the side and played in a pivot with Alex Iwobi, who was my man of the match. He was spraying the ball around and passing the ball well and controlling the tempo. Chukwueze started also, and Lookman with Osimhen and Adams up top. Tanzania got through the midfield pretty easily at times, so I think moving forward, Eric Shell may have to tweak the midfield, add another midfielder. You know how much I like Rafael Onyedika, and we need Ndidi's defensive capabilities, but we also need someone who's calm on the ball and can tempo set and take some of the pressure off of Iwobi. But as for today's game, Ajayi scored in the 36th minute, I believe. It was off a corner kick routine. Chukwueze played it into Lookman short. Lookman gave it back to Chukwueze, and then he passed it off to Alex Iwobi, who crossed it into the box, and Ajayi rose up strong for the header. That was the second time Nigeria almost scored off a header. First time, Akor Adams hit the crossbar off a cross. But when Calvin Bassett kind of got in his way, but he still managed to almost score. But that was 1-0 with Semi Ajayi's goal. And then throughout the first half, Osimhen had a lot of half chances. He kind of slashed out a few shots. I'd like to see more composure from him. You know, there's a lot of pressure on him being former African Player of the Year and the guy expected to win the Golden Boot. But so far, that he hasn't really gotten going in AFCON. He scored 1 goal last AFCON. He was through on goal when he rounded the keeper and was passing it into the net, and one of the Tanzanian defenders cleared the ball off of the line. So that was the closest Osimhen got to scoring. That was in the first half. We go into a break at 1-0. Neither team made a halftime substitution. And then a ball came in from the left side. This is a typical crossfield pass, and Zaidu Sanusi was trying to play an offside trap, I guess, and he got under the ball, and that's when Novidus Roshi found Charles M. and Mboma to equalize. But less than 2 minutes later, Iwobi was central near the 18-yard box, passed it to Ademola Lookman, and he cut from the right to the left and smashed home his first AFCON goal of this campaign after his wonderful campaign last time out in Cote d'Ivoire. It was a sweet strike. He shot through the ball with his laces and hit the target. That was in the 52nd minute. There were no more goals for the rest of the game, but some interesting moments. Moses Simon and Bashiru came on for Chukwueze and Akor Adams. I thought Akor Adams was taken off the pitch prematurely because he was having a really good game. But Moses Simon was lively when he came on, but he gave some good crosses, some not so good. I think Bashiru plays better as a number 10 than a winger because some of his crosses were a little bit wayward. But I want to see more from Bashiru as the tournament goes on. And Osimhen ended up coming off in the 86th minute for Paul Onuachu. Onuachu's actually the leading scorer in the Turkish league where Osimhen applies his trade right now. So Nigeria had depth at the forward and striker positions. And then so Nigeria hung on in the end. They outplayed Tanzania, but Tanzania gave them a good run-up for their money and showed a good account of themselves. So Nigeria have 3 points on the board. The next match is on Saturday at, I think, 9 p.m. local time or 8 p.m. local time at the Sport of the Fez, the same place where Nigeria played today. all three of Nigeria's group stage matches will be played in Fes, Morocco. And then they have a big test against Tunisia, who knocked Nigeria out of the 2021-22 AFCON in that round of 16 match. So currently, Tunisia are playing against Uganda, and they're leading 2-0 at halftime. So this match could be a big determiner in who becomes first place in Nigeria and Tunisia's group, which is Group C. Currently, Tunisia would be leading on goal difference, depending on how this match pans out. And for the next game, I would like to see improved play from the fullbacks, especially the left back. Zadie Sanusi didn't have the greatest of games, so I don't know if Eric Shaw would like to try someone else or give him another shot. But Bruno Onyemaechi, he can play left back from Olympiacos, or we can go to 3 at the back, but I think 4 at the back is the best case for Nigeria right now to still be able to create chances and moving forward. And also, like I mentioned earlier, we can go to 3 in the midfield. We probably have to sacrifice Akor Adams. It'd be tough on him because he did play well today. But we know Osimhen's going to start, Lookman's going to start, Iwobi's going to start, and Ndidi's the captain. So if we want an additional midfielder, we have to drop an attacker. So I would like to see Chukwueze go wide more and make quicker decision-making. He has some opportunities to shoot where he didn't pull the trigger. He's been looking to pass more recently, but he could mix up his game to show that he can score at times too and not just pass or be predictable. And Nigeria getting up the tempo against Tunisia, that'd be a good way to try to break them down because they are one of the best defensive teams in Africa, and Nigeria saw that the last time they faced them at AFCON. So I'll be back after Saturday to review Nigeria versus Tunisia. Hopefully the Super Eagles can keep flying high in Morocco, make a long run, and bring the AFCON back to Nigeria. All right. Peace, guys.